This is Barbara Crampton, and you're listening to Without Your Head.
All right, we are back, and we're joined by Victoria de Mare. Welcome to Without Your Head.
Thank you.
How's it going?
It's very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
We're all doing pretty good.
Good.
You gotta let everybody know you got Werewolf in a Women's Prison coming out. It's going to come out on DVD September 4th.
That's correct, yes.
By Under the Bed Films.
Available nationwide.
Yeah, that's definitely a name that jumps out at
you. Yes. The title in and of itself, it's a must-rent for sure.
Yeah, I think the name sells it.
Good.
What did you think when you saw the name, like, for the script? Did you think they would keep going with that title?
Yeah, definitely. It was co-written by Vincent Blanchot and Jeff Leroy, who also directed it. And when I was emailed the script, I thought it was perfect, and I would have been against any changes in the title. I was pretty sure they were going to go with that.
Mm-hmm. Was it as fun to make as it looks and sounds?
I'm sorry. Say again. Is it as?
Was it as fun to make?
Oh my God! Very fun. I had the most fun working on this film than any other film I participated in.
Mm-hmm. And any funny stories from the set?
So
that
many.
You can say on the air?
I was a little tortured by the rats, which are a really interesting component in the prison. I am technically very fearful of rats, and they were fine, rats, healthy rats. But
okay, they brought them on the set. They weren't just there.
Oh yeah, no, they were purchased for the production, and yeah.
Okay, I was wondering, where did they film this? Is this found like an abandoned warehouse?
It was in the prison. Come on,
they're real Petco rats. So I'm a little fearful of rats. I didn't want any of them to hurt me. I didn't want to hurt any of them.
Right.
So I was very stressed. There's a bit of method acting there in those scenes, but it was a little difficult because I was really very frightened.
And no rats were hurt in the production of the film?
No rats were hurt in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
They had their own room and holding tank and everything.
Dressing room for the rats. I like that.
High class. Is horror movie something you always wanted to do?
Yes. Yeah, horror films were always my favorite genre as a kid, and still are. I guess I love to be scared, and I'm still scared when I'm watching a horror feature, even though I'm pretty sure how most of it is being done, or trying to figure out how they did that and this and that. But yeah, horror has always been my favorite genre. It's wonderful to have been a child and watching the girls screaming and running around in the woods, and that has become me.
Oh, that's great.
What was it like then, the first time you heard someone refer to you as a Scream Queen?
In an interview last year, I was referred to as such, and I was thrilled. I'm like, wow, what a milestone. What an accomplishment. Wow, I'm on the list of such esteemed women in the horror genre.
Right. You put it right into your website, which is screamqueendemare.com.
Yes, screamqueendemare.com, yes.
Okay. Did I mispronounce the name?
Yes, but that's okay. People pronounce it Demare, Demar. It's actually pronounced Demar, but Demare.
Okay. I do that quite often, but I usually ask the person before we introduce them.
That's okay. I've made many mistakes in pronunciation of names.
Right. We talked about this beforehand. Do you think the film will make both werewolf and women in prison aficionados happy?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. It is a werewolf movie, and the fact that the story evolves in a woman's prison is really hilarious. I don't think they've quite ever been combined in any way, yet alone this way. So fans of both genres will be completely satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about damn time. That's all I have.
Yes, I agree, and you're not the only one that has commented, so I agree.
Well, you were a horror movie fan. Were you a women in prison movie fan?
I had never actually seen a woman's prison film. Of course, I knew of them. Werewolf movies for sure.
Yeah.
But and the fact that my character turned into the werewolf and was taking everybody out was the best part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Because you're not really a scream queen in the movie. Then you're the villain.
I'm the villain. I've played the villain a lot. I've been possessed as a demon witch by Julie Strain in a film and took everybody out in that too. So I loved the dichotomy of playing the innocent American girl that turns in Werewolf in a Women's Prison that turns into this fierce creature. And she's battling with that and doesn't really quite know what the heck's going on. But that was thrilling.
Is that more fun to play the villain?
For me, it is. I like playing the good girl turned bad. The villain for me is definitely more fun.
Do you think there's not enough women, the villains in horror movies?
Yeah, I would agree. The women are usually the victims, which is fine, and that component works for certainly many of the horror films. But it's fun to see the woman be the killer, be the villain, be the bad guy, be the monster.
How long did it take to put the makeup on?
Well, we did some of the effects shots in sequences of her transformation. The actual werewolf was an actor, a stunt actor in a suit running around. So I didn't actually get to get into the suit.
Right.
It was a 9-foot full-on costume.
Wow.
So yeah, so there was a brilliant stuntman in the suit running around taking care of the mayhem.
You think that made the werewolf scarier since it was someone bigger?
Yes, absolutely. I'm very petite, so
Right.
so yeah, that was awesome.
You mean you're not 9 feet tall?
No, unfortunately not.
That's just a couple inches taller than me. You got a question from the board, John?
Actually, I had a question. Was there any specials on the DVD that you participated in?
Oh yeah, there are many special features on the DVD. There's a commentary with the director Jeff Leroy, the co-producer, co-writer, and co-star Vincent Blanchot, and myself, which was a blast to do. And there are many special features of outtakes and special footage and an interview with me.
Awesome. We had another question from the message board. Gary Mouther, the person who asked it, he was wondering if you're going to stay with the horror genre.
Yes, I continue. I suppose I will continue to do as many horror movies throughout my career as possible. However, I'm not limited to that genre in and of itself. It is my favorite, but I've performed in many comedies, dramas, sci-fi, thriller. All genres. It really depends on the script and the story and where the character I might be interested in fits into the story. I love period piece dramas and epics and all of them. I love stories, I guess. But horror has always been my favorite, and it'll always have a special place in my repertoire, my heart, and my career.
You actually have a lot of movies coming out. You got I believe 10 movies?
I do. I actually have 13 releases coming out.
Wow.
Yeah, which is all coming out kind of at once and in little spurts over approximately the next year. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, you're like the Samuel L. Jackson of Scream Queens.
Oh, thank you. What an honor. Yes.
Do you think that's important to stay busy?
Absolutely. My career is my life, and I love to work. And work as much as possible, just propelling myself into different experiences, working with different people, and working on different projects. The more experiences, the better. So, yeah, I go into a post-production depression when my part is done, and it's in the hands of the masters and the editors in post. So, yeah, I'm frantically looking for what I'll be engaged in next.
Mm-hmm. Is it more depressing, if you put time into something and it isn't released?
Yes, it's very discouraging. Approximately 8 or 9 films in my career were not finished or were not picked up and distributed either in any market, whether it be foreign or domestic. So yeah, that's discouraging because you want to see it actually see the light of day, and
Mm-hmm.
That can be upsetting. You certainly can't predict that, though. But I give my all in each production, and so I definitely go through a morning when the performance part is over, the fun part's over.
Mm-hmm. I always think a really important part of any werewolf movie is the transformation.
Yes.
And they show it in the trailer.
Yes.
And I thought it was really impressive. It's really unique.
Yes, it is. It is. A lot of the effects were done mostly by Jeff Leroy and Vincent Blanchio, just the two of them, with some assistance from a filmmaker named John Lachago of Blood Gnome and the upcoming Magus being released this year. So, I'm amazed at their talent and their skill with the resources that they have.
Mm-hmm. How do you think how have people reacted to it?
Oh my goodness, it's been a wonderful reaction. They've all been good reviews. There's been a serious and honest interest in seeing it, and the reception has been overwhelmingly positive.
Mm-hmm. Now this is the second time you've worked with the director?
Yes, this is my second time working with the executive producer, Nick Melillo and Jeff Leroy. I've worked with Vincent Blanchio in 6 other films. I believe we're working on our 6th now. So I worked with him quite a bit as well. So I love working with them. I have a lot of respect and admiration for what they do, and from being my colleagues, they become my friends, and it's really fun to work with your friends.
Did you find you have a good chemistry together?
Very good, yes.
Mm-hmm. I also think from the trailer notice was I guess there's like a zombie character.
Yes. Jack, played by Vincent Blanchio, is Sarah, my character's boyfriend, and he is bitten and killed by the werewolf, but is coming back to me in the night and stuff, telling me what I need to do, and he's decomposing, so of course he's dead, he's stuck in between worlds, and the makeup and the effects for that I thought were awesome.
I was wondering if that's kind of an homage to American Werewolf in London.
Yes, it is.
Definitely. That's one of my favorites.
Yes, mine as well.
I guess this one has a lot of comedy in it, so it's
yes.
just like that.
It's hilarious, yes.
I guess you really could make werewolf in a women's prison and be a drama.
Exactly. I mean, we were all taking it with a grain of salt and giving it what exactly it needed, not knowing exactly what we were making and what we had to make it with the whole time.
Right. Since you are they're billing you as a scream queen, have you ever hurt your throat screaming?
No, I have not. I have quite a full-bodied scream, and I've also been trained vocally, which some people think is very funny, in that I try and use my diaphragm and the techniques of vocal training. And I'm telling you, it really works. I mean, certainly sometimes your voice starts to become hoarse and stuff like that, but if you place it in the right places when you're screaming, you can really save yourself from any damage.
Right. Well, that's always something you could do sometime in the future is teach people how to scream.
Yes. And I guess I'm not screaming all too long or anything. There are different screams and different moments, different takes, different setups. So you do have a breather.
Right. On ScreamQueenDemar.com, I know you actually give free autographs on merchandise if they buy it.
Yes, I don't actually autograph the merchandise that they might actually be interested in purchasing.
Right.
However, I can, but autographs are free in that I get a.
You include one with something they buy?
Well, yeah, I get a decent amount of fan mail and people requesting if they could please have a photo to add to their collection, and I send those out free.
Oh, that's cool.
The merchandise is on sale, of course. I can autograph that as well, but if someone just requesting a promotional photo, just basically a promotional photo to add to their collection, and it's not a pin-up print or calendar or something like that, I've been happy to sign those and send them for free.
Mm-hmm. What would be the top-selling thing?
The pin-up pictures, I guess. Yes.
I think John probably has a few of those in his room.
Oh man, you're outing me here.
And the T-shirts actually, they're been.
I like the T-shirts. I like the artwork on those.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they've been a decent amount of sales on those. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it or not, but there's actually a caricature up on our site of you.
I did. I loved it.
That was drawn by Troy over here.
Oh, Troy, I'm extremely impressed.
I always like to ask people on air about them. One person hated it, but everybody else is pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a fragile ego. I'm glad you like it. You know, when somebody doesn't like it, that just crushes me.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was fierce and very well done and very exciting. It made me want to listen to the interview.
Thank you.
I also read that. There you go on. What are you saying?
Oh, I was
you're
just saying you're
saying-
most welcome. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I also read that you have ballet and dancing training.
Yes.
Has any of that helped you in any of the movies at any time?
They have. There was quite a bit of physicality in my character in Werewolf, wherein I was beating everybody up and when I'm escaping and running and such like that. So that kind of activity certainly helps to know how to move for sure. Yeah, I've danced in a few films, which has been a very useful skill.
Mm-hmm. Did you keep any props from Werewolf in a Women's Prison?
I kept the teeth. As I was transforming, showing my fangs, running around out in the desert and such. I kept those, but I was going to keep some of the wardrobe, but it became so destroyed and bloodied and stuff that I didn't. So
Right.
the teeth I kept.
Yeah. Have you kept anything from any other movies you did?
Yeah, little keepsakes, little things from the wardrobe or props and such like that.
Mm-hmm. Did you collect anything before you were an actress?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Have you been to any fan fest or anything like that?
I've been to the Fangoria Horror Magazine convention twice in Burbank, California, this year and last year, where I was asked to attend to promote films. But I have not attended as a fan.
Yeah, just as a guest.
Yeah, just as a guest and a promoter for the material.
I was wondering if anybody's ever asked you to sign anything, kind of crazy.
Oh no, not yet.
I'm done.
Well, that's until we go. I know you have a Thomas Wolfe quote up on your website. I want to know why that was important to you.
I think that's a very profound speech that I very much believe in. That speech in general holds a special place for me. I've read that in an introduction to some other books, memoirs of screen legends and such. So I thought that was very profound, and I completely believe in that.
Cool. Here in our chat room, Ryron Voorhees, he wants to know if you've used the teeth since then, perhaps for pranks.
Have I used the teeth? No.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately I have not. No, I they're so fragile. I don't want to lose them, so
Right.
I keep them in a special place.
Maybe for trick-or-treaters this coming Halloween.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
He also wants to know...
Pizza delivery guy, things like that.
That would be hilarious, actually.
I was going to throw it to a movie, Delivery, if no one's ever seen that. Speaking of pizza delivery, man. Rebecca's not in that, but Victoria's not in that, but it's a good movie. I don't know where I got the name from. Anyway, someone else in the chat wants to know what your favorite horror movie was growing up.
Oh, God. Well, my favorite I have a few. I would say the one that scared me, I guess, the most was Pet Sematary, Stephen King's Pet Sematary.
Okay.
Wonderful book, great film. I was petrified. That woman in the attic scarred me for life.
The sister.
Yeah, that one spooks me out.
Yeah. They still does today.
But yes, so I would say that. And then looking back on some of the classics, the Friday the 13th films and all the Halloween films, I'm a fan of all of those.
When you did the movie Slaughterhouse Studios, I guess it was produced by Roger Corman.
Yes.
Did you work with Roger Corman at all on it? You know, like in person?
I didn't. Yes, I've met him and been with him on the set in person, but I have not. I've not worked with him in that way. Brian Katkin was the director of that production.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have not. I've not worked one-on-one with him.
Yeah. Was it still like special to be in a movie that was produced by Roger Corman?
Oh, I was so thrilled with that job. I made it. This is it. I'm in a Corman film. That's the end-all, be-all. I was thrilled. Yeah, I'm very proud of that credit.
Here in the chat room, Santo Muerto, he wants to know, was the Werewolf movie the most bloody movie that you made?
It was one of the two. I would say Azira, Blood from the Sand. That I co-starred in with Julie Strain, Vincent Blanchio, and Julie's sister, Lizzie Strain, actually, was quite bloody. I was ripping off limbs and ripping off heads and piercing brains with drumsticks and such, and that was quite bloody. But I would say those two.
It's a typical weekend for a John.
Yeah. That was quite fun, actually.
You can pick that one up on DVD, I believe?
Zero Blood from the Sand, yes, it's available on DVD. You can order it directly off its site.
Well, yeah. What do you know the website offhand?
ZeroTheMovie.com.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you got a question, John?
Gibbery Mallory actually has another question. He wants to know, is it more fun to play the damsel in distress or the murderer, killer, monster in a movie?
It's much more fun for me to play the monster, the killer, the bad guy, for sure.
Excellent.
For sure. There seems to be so much more going on in the mind of someone that's experiencing that. The damsel in distress is exactly what she is. She's distressed. But the monster, the killer, has many different emotions and motives.
How important do you think like gore is to a horror movie?
How important I think gore is?
Yeah.
I think it's an essential component. I think the cult fans and followers are looking for that. Yeah, I think it's essential.
Everybody know it's the movie is, I think we said it a bunch of times, but it's Werewolf in a Women's Prison. It comes out September 4th on DVD by Under the Bed Films. Anything you want to tell the fans out there why they should pick it up?
It'll be one of the best movies of this year that you'll have seen, and it'll be one of the best horror movies ever made.
Oh man,
I like that.
And you gotta check. Everybody's gotta check out the trailer. I think if the name alone doesn't make you want to buy it, I think once you see the trailer, you'll be hooked.
I'm sold. I'll buy one.
Oh, thank you. It's very entertaining. Let's just say to the fans that you won't be disappointed. It's a must-see, and for what it is, and in its genre and low budget and B, I think it will quickly become a cult classic.
You don't take that as an insult if someone says like a movie that you're in is a B movie.
Oh no. My career has been predominantly in the B's, and I'm fine with that. I look to progress in my profession like everyone looks to progress, but I've had a career in it, and I feel quite proud of it.
Mm-hmm. You're starring in a movie with C. Thomas Howell, I guess it's coming out soon?
Yes.
The Stolen Moments of September?
Correct.
Yeah, what was it like to work with him?
Oh, amazing. He's very gifted, a very nice person, very serious, very focused on set. And we had a horrific scene together, which was amazing. It was wonderful. I was very happy that he was a part of that production, and then I got to work with him.
Mm-hmm. I also read that you, I guess you're on a TV show that's in Spanish?
Death Control, yes. On NBC Telemundo, I am a death control dancer.
Is it harder to work in? I know you're bilingual, but is it harder to work to act in Spanish?
It is. I don't have dialogue on the show, as I'm just a performer and a dancer. But it is. It's completely different. I work predominantly all in English, but I have worked in Spanish a little bit.
Okay. You want to? I guess we should get a liner from you in Spanish, maybe.
That'd be cool.
You want a one-liner from me in Spanish?
Yeah, well, we actually a liner for the website.
Oh, for the website.
Yeah, it'd be Without Your Head. We always like to put all the guests right on the spot here, live on the show.
How you say without your head?
Yeah.
You would say, no está tu cabeza.
Ah, excellent. It's Werewolf in a Woman's Prison, September 4th, DVD by Under the Bed Films. Everybody go check it out. We want to thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. Can we keep you for 1 second?
Sure.
This is Betsy Palmer, and I'm not sorry that I lost my head. It's been worth every moment of it.